Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who seemed off? Like something about them just didn't sit right? Maybe they were charming, maybe they were charming, maybe they said all the right things, but deep down you sensed something was wrong. Trust that feeling. Because the truth is, not everyone around you has good intentions. Some people wear masks so convincing you won't see their true nature until it's too late. They manipulate, deceive, and drain the life out of those around them. And if you're not careful, they will do the same to you. But today, I'm going to reveal the 6 red flags that will expose the truly evil people in your life. These are the warning signs that could save you from betrayal, heartbreak, and even destruction. Because when you can spot evil, you can protect yourself from it. So pay attention, because this could be the most important thing you hear today. Let's begin. Evil people don't play fair. They twist words, distort reality, and make you question your own sanity. They're masters of manipulation, bending the truth until it serves their purpose. Ever had someone trip you for things that weren't even your fault? Have you noticed how they shift blame, making themselves look like the victim while you take the fall? That's not normal behavior. That's calculated deceit. These people don't argue to resolve problems. They argue to win. They will lie with a straight face, gaslight you into doubting your own memories, and use emotional leverage to control you. And the worst part, they feel nothing. No guilt, no shame, because to them, you're not a person. You're a pawn in their game. But here's the truth. The moment you see the pattern, you break free from the spell. Never negotiate with manipulators. The only way to win their game is to refuse to play it. Once you recognize their tricks, you take back your power. And when you take back your power, you become untouchable. A normal person feels empathy. When you're hurting, they offer support. But an evil person, they thrive on your suffering. They enjoy watching you struggle. And sometimes they even create situations that cause you pain, just to see how you react. This is how they maintain control. The more broken you feel, you are to manipulate. Ever had someone laugh at your failures instead of lifting you up? Have you noticed how they seem happier when you're at your lowest? That's because your pain fuels them. To them, your suffering isn't a tragedy. It's entertainment that gives them power. They might disguise it as tough love or call it just a joke, but make no mistake. There's nothing funny about someone who enjoys watching you fall. The only way to deal with these people is to cut them out completely. Do not explain yourself. Do not try to fix them. Do not try to fix them. Just walk away, because if someone finds joy in your pain, they will never bring joy into your life. And you deserve better. Here's something you need to understand. Evil people are never wrong, at least not in their own minds. No matter what happens, it's never their fault. If they hurt you, you made them do it. If they betray you, you made them do it. If they betray you, they'll convince you that you're overreacting. And if you call them out on their behavior, suddenly you're the bad guy. They dodge accountability like it's a game. They rewrite history to make themselves look innocent. And if they can't shift the blame onto you, they'll find someone else to take the fall. These people are allergic to personal responsibility because admitting fault would mean losing control. And control is everything to them. But here's what you need to remember. Their lies don't change reality. No matter how much they twist the story, the truth doesn't bend to their will. The moment you stop accepting their excuses, you take away their power. The moment you hold them accountable, they panic. Because deep down, they know what they are. And they know that once you see them for who they really are, their manipulation stops working. Have you ever spent time with someone who leaves you feeling exhausted, like they've sucked the life right out of you? That's not an accident. It's a tactic. Evil people don't just take. Evil people don't just take. Drain. They consume your energy, your time, and your peace, leaving you mentally and emotionally empty. They create constant chaos, always pulling you into their drama. 1 minute they need your help. The next they're picking fights over nothing. And just when you think you can breathe, they find a new way to pull you back in. They want you too tired, too confused, and too emotionally weak to see what they're really doing, controlling you. Listen closely. Real relationships don't feel like a never-ending battle. A healthy friendship, a good partner, or a supportive family member will give back as much as they take. If someone in your life always makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells, if you leave their presence feeling drained instead of uplifted, they are not good for you. Protect your peace. Your energy is sacred. Don't waste it on those who only take. Some people lie to avoid trouble. Others lie to protect someone's feelings. But evil people, they lie because they enjoy it. They don't just twist the truth. They rewrite reality. They lie even when they don't have to. They lie for fun. And ever confronted someone with cold, hard facts, only for them to look you in the eyes and deny everything? Have you ever caught someone red-handed, yet they still refuse to admit the truth? That's not just dishonesty. That's manipulation at the highest level. These people are dangerous because they have no problem turning your world upside down just to avoid exposure. And the worst part, if they can't fool you, they'll turn others against you. They'll smear your name, spread false rumors, and play the victim just to shift the attention off themselves. They will do anything, to protect their web of lies. But here's what you need to know. The truth always comes out. It may take time, but eventually their mask will slip. And when it does, don't try to fix them. Run. Because if someone can lie to your face without hesitation, they will destroy your life without remorse. A normal person, when they hurt someone, feels guilt. Even if it was unintentional, they apologize, they try to make things right. But an evil person, they feel nothing. No regret, no shame, no second thoughts about the pain they cause. In fact, they might even enjoy it. Have you ever watched someone ruin a friendship, destroy a relationship, or betray someone who trusted them without a single ounce of regret? They don't apologize. They don't care. They move on like nothing happened, leaving a trail of broken people in their wake. And if they do say sorry, it's not because they mean it. It's because they want something from you. This is what makes them dangerous. A person without remorse is capable of anything. If they can hurt you and feel nothing, what else are they capable of? If they can betray you without blinking, what's stopping them from doing it again? The answer is nothing. That's why the only way to protect yourself from someone like this is to cut them off completely. No second chances, no explanations, no waiting for them to change, because they won't. If someone can walk away from the damage they've done without a care in the world, then you need to walk away from them for good. Now that you know the red flags, you might be wondering, if these people are so toxic, why do so many of us get trapped in their web? Why do we stay? even when we see the warning signs? The answer is simple. Evil people don't show their true colors right away. At first, they're charming. They make you feel special, important, like you found someone who truly understands you. They study you, figuring out your strengths and weaknesses. They mirror your personality, making you believe they're just like you mirror your person like you. And before you know it, you're emotionally invested. Then the shift happens. Slowly, they start breaking you down. A little lie here, a small betrayal there. They make you second guess yourself. They convince you that you're the problem. And just when you're about to leave, they pull you back in with false kindness. They'll apologize, shower you with attention, make promises they'll never keep. Anything to keep you under their control. But listen closely. Real love, real friendship, and real loyalty do not come with cycles of pain and manipulation. A good person doesn't tear you down just to build you back up again. If someone constantly makes you doubt your worth, question your sanity, or beg for the bare minimum, they are not meant to be in your life. The moment you see the pattern, break free, because every second you waste on them is a second you could be using to build the life you deserve. Now that you can spot them, the real question is, how do you protect yourself? Because make no mistake, evil people don't just disappear. They are everywhere, at work, in relationships, even in families. So if you want to stay safe, you need a strategy. First, trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it is. Never ignore that inner voice telling you something is off. Evil people thrive on confusion, but your instincts don't lie. The moment you sense manipulation, take a step back and evaluate their behavior. Second, set unbreakable boundaries. The moment you give an evil person 1 inch, they'll take everything. Do not let them guilt, trip you into staying in a toxic situation. Do not entertain their excuses. Do not engage. Once you recognize the pattern, the best thing you can do is cut them off. No explanations, no closure, just distance. Third, build a strong support system. Evil people try to isolate you because they know that once you have real support, their influence weakens. Surround yourself with good, honest people who uplift you, not ones who drain you. And finally, never lower yourself to their level. Evil people want control. And the moment they see you reacting, they know they still have power over you. The best way to win, rise above them. Walk away without looking back. Because nothing terrifies an evil person more than losing their grip on you. You have the power to protect yourself. Use it. Here's the harsh reality. Evil people don't change. They don't wake up one day and feel remorse. They don't suddenly realize the pain they've caused and try to make things right. They keep going, leaving behind a trail of broken people, until someone stops them. And that someone is you. You don't stop them by trying to change them. You don't stop them by proving your worth. You stop them by refusing to let them control you. The moment you recognize what they are, the moment you recognize what they are, the moment you break free, that's when their power crumbles. Because the one thing they fear the most is losing access to you. So ask yourself, who in your life fits these red flags? Who drains your energy, manipulates your emotions, and makes you feel small? Who never apologizes, never apologizes, never takes responsibility, and never feels remorse? You already know the answer. Now it's time to act. Walk away, cut ties, reclaim your power. Because life is too short to be trapped by people who don't deserve you. The stronger you become, the weaker their influence. And once you break free, you'll realize something powerful. You were never the weak one. They just needed you to believe that you were, but not anymore. You see them now. And you're done playing their game. Now it's your turn to rise. If this message resonated with you, drop a 100 in the comments. Let me know. Have you ever dealt with someone like this? Share your story below and let's help each other stay strong. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Stay sharp, stay strong, and remember, your power begins the moment. Your power begins the moment you refuse to be controlled.